Hey guys, Nick back with another video direct from rainy Rio de Janeiro. So today I wanted to talk about the New Year's celebration, New Year's Eve, specifically here in Rio de Janeiro, and more specifically here in Copacabana. So I was here last year to spend New Year's, and it wasn't quite exactly how I imagined it as it was this year. I would say this New Year's has been one of the most epic ones that I've ever been part of, and I think it's all due in part because of the massive fireworks show that I was never able to get to see, obviously last year for obvious reasons. But this year was incredible, I have to say. I will include this in this video, a walk around on Copacabana, the boardwalk area, Calçadão, as well as a part of the fireworks show for you guys to check out as well, which is epic. So I just wanted to mention a couple things that was different this time around. So not everyone was able to come and spend New Year's in Copacabana. So it was basically for people who were residents. And if you weren't a resident of the neighborhood, you would basically have not really a way to get home after a certain time. I believe it was 8 p.m. they stopped the transit and all sorts of different public transport, such as like the metro and buses. And besides the public transport, you weren't able to get really even Uber or a cab after a certain time. They had blockades basically in the Copacabana neighborhood, and if you were coming back in, I think after a certain time as well, and I believe the time was 8 o'clock, you would have to basically show that you are a resident, showing some type of bill or some sort of document that proves you live in the neighborhood. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to get in. For those that don't live in the neighborhood, it wasn't the easiest for them, I'm sure, because it was rainy off and on. Luckily, the rain held up for the fireworks, and it was still, I don't even think it rained until after like 4 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. But the rain was kind of off and on. It didn't really put a dampener too much on the festivities. It was still pretty packed. Normally, Copacabana gets about 2.5 to 3 million people. I would say this year had no less than 500,000. I don't think more than 700,000, maybe tops. That's what I figured. So it was still pretty packed. I would say the security here also, I felt pretty secure, though there was a few incidences of some stabbings, some minors robbing other tourists and things like that on the beach or on the Calçadão. A few stabbings, as I said, and I think there was one underage minor with a gun as well, but no, thank God no one was killed. That was on the news, so it was pretty, you're not going to escape Rio de Janeiro without having any incidents with large groups of people. It's just not going to happen. The security was really, really robust, I would say, and really, really packed full of guards, and I think that really made the experience a little bit more secure for a lot of people, because I think if you don't have that many guards or police officers and things like that, you're going to have a lot more theft and a lot more petty crime go on. But for the most part, I think it was pretty chill. I don't think there was too many incidences. I did see when I was filming a few youngsters arrested by police, and they were sitting on the curb. So, I mean, it's going to happen. Another observation I wanted to mention is that New Year's here in Brazil, it is customary to wear all white, and that is in part because it's supposed to bring good luck, I believe. This is what I was told. So I wasn't in full all white because it was kind of rainy and mucky, and I didn't want to be bothered feeling uncomfortable. But I did wear a full white t-shirt. I wore white flip-flops, and the shorts I wore were kind of a grayish, a little bit easier to wash out. But it didn't end up being as bad as I thought, so I probably could have wore those white shorts. So this tradition comes from the state of Bahia, which is in northern Brazil, and I believe it comes from their Afro-Brazilian culture, or macumba, and it has something to do with appeasing a goddess. I don't know the full story because I'm not really into too much of the spiritual, this kind of stuff, but it's okay to follow the traditions here in Brazil. But I think where it stems from is that they put flowers or some sort into the sea to appease the goddess, basically for whatever they previously asked for. I think the name of the goddess is La Manja. La Manja? I'll write it right here just so you guys can see. So it has something to do with that. But I think primarily it's become a really, really popular tradition throughout Brazil. I see it in pretty much all states when I'm watching television. So why not participate in a great tradition, right? So without further ado, guys, here's my walk around just after the stroke of midnight. I will add a little bit of the fireworks show towards the end as well, so you can get a good look of how epic it was. And if you're liking this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're a first timer on my channel, subscribe. Also hit the like button, it really helps out. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy the walk around. It was very crowded. Take care, guys.
esperança. Patrocínio Águas do Rio. Apoio Cultural Sesc RJ.